Hello, my name is Marissa Stalling, and today I will be discussing police brutality and the use of body cams. Imagine one of your most precious loved ones being assaulted or possibly killed by an encounter with the police. You would want answers as to what the situation was and why it escalated to the point of bodily harm or fatality. In today's world of biased news channels and viral social media videos, some incidents of police violence have been thrust into the spotlight. With the number of incidents rising every year, it has become difficult for the public to trust the police and has even made some of the population fear them. So what is the solution? I believe that there must be a third-party account of the entire encounter that cannot be skewed or edited to favor one side of the story. While dashboard cams have been installed and used in police vehicles for a long time, they often are unable to capture the entire incident unless it occurred directly in front of where it is mounted. I believe that a better solution for protecting the truth would be the use of body cameras. The unedited view of an incident would help either the civilian or the officer clear their name of any wrongdoing. Studies also showed that the number of complaints against officers were much lower after enforcing the use of body cams. Video footage would also be beneficial in speeding up a court case by providing indisputable proof. For years, there has been talk and even studies done of implementing body cameras, but has yet to be enforced within the U.S. I believe the time has come to push for 100% enforcement and cooperation within every police department across the country. Incidents involving police brutality have been all over the news and social media outlets in the past few years. While many of the more publicized cases have involved a person of color as the victim, statistics show that these unfortunate incidents are happening to every race and gender. Of the 987 fatalities in 2017, 457 were white, 223 were black, 179 were Hispanic, 44 were other, and 84 were unknown. Also, out of those 987 deaths, 940 of them were men. What has become more and more alarming is the increasing number of cases involving an unarmed civilian. Unfortunately, this frightening trend has only led to a 1% indictment rating of the officer in question. In cases with little to no proof, the officer is more than likely taken at their word. Body cams would provide clear and unbiased evidence to present in a court case. Justice can and should be served to the guilty party, whether that is the victim or the officer. Here are some more statistics for you to think about. Time magazine reported that over the last 10 years, there was an average of 151 officers killed in the U.S., while the average for civilians killed by police was 1,058. Also, even though body cams have been implemented more and more, it was reported that in 2014 in New Orleans, the cameras were not on during an incident of force 59% of the time. Finally, mappingpoliceviolence.org reported that there were only 14 days in 2017 where a person was not killed by the police. These numbers are unacceptable to me and hopefully to all of you as well. The time has come to be stricter with not only better training for all police, but implementing a 100% enforcement policy on wearing body cameras. So how can the U.S. break this tragic cycle? I believe we need to hold police departments and their officers to a higher level of accountability. After all, they are sworn to serve and protect. In addition to body cameras, there should be more training in the areas of use of force and de-escalation techniques. These programs should be continuously studied and updated so there can be mandatory yearly training. On top of additional training, there should be a strict zero-tolerance policy on officers not wearing cameras or turning them off during duty hours. The officer and their department should face fines and penalties if caught without cameras. Body cams are far too beneficial to not be used in every department across the country. In order to get a stronger showing of support, we should discuss some of the benefits. While many assume the main benefit of body cams is to protect civilians, there have also been studies done to show that they can actually help officers as well. The Cambridge University study followed 7 police departments in the US and UK and tracked the number of complaints made against the officers the year before implementing cameras and the year after. The study found that the number of complaints dropped from 1,539 to only 113. That's a 93% reduction. The lead author, Dr. Barak Ariel, believed that while cameras may not improve public perception of police, they do increase accountability for all parties. The study also showed that if the officer informed the civilian about the body camera immediately, it served as a deterrent for any possible negative action. Besides reducing complaints, cameras offer hard evidence of decisions made by officers in high-intensity situations and can protect them in legal proceedings. Behavioral and legal benefits aside, body cameras are also lightweight and extremely compact. This means that they offer a clear view of any incident without burdening the officer with even more equipment than they already use. With all these advantages, it is hard to see how cameras could serve anything other than a positive purpose. After seeing the appalling statistics, we must take a stand against unnecessary police brutality. With all of its benefits, it is easy to see that body cams may be our best solution to this growing epidemic. They can not only serve as a deterrent to prevent problems, but also serve as evidence in protecting the innocent party in a court of law. It is time to enforce the use of body cams on every officer on duty. And while cameras are a great stepping stone, we must always continue to search for better answers in creating a more peaceful relationship between the law and civilians. Thank you so much for your time.